people I know, including you, that are from Compton of different ages, different generations, there is a lot of pride in Compton itself. So, from you talking to your family members or learning things over the years, since Compton has a somewhat of a bad stain as far as some people look at it that way, but on the flip side, it has generated all this greatness. So, where and how do you think there's this inherent pride in so many people being from Compton?
Um, really is, it's the reputation, what I mean? It's it's the stigma, it's the stigma we had, what I mean, since my father's time, what I mean? And now and now you say, yeah, everybody want to represent. You know what was crazy when the Straight Outta Compton came out? Do you know that a whole group of individuals, what I mean, came out and supported the fact they was from Compton and people were shocked. I'm gonna say it. It was a group of all white women and were shocked. And when they did a talk with them, I think it was a special I did with one of these TV shows. I started talking with the producers, and they were like just telling me a lot of background stuff and said, hey, they had a stigma of not wanting to represent or be known that they were from the city. But the fact that the movie came out and did so successfully, hey, we from Compton, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We from there. So, what I mean? Hey, it is what it is. More love to everybody. I just felt that was humorous. But, our city always had a that stigma, what I mean? I didn't know, the real history. I know the real history of my city where I come from and growing up in the negative of it, you feel what I'm saying? And being blessed to sit here and still be alive. You just want to get back and do and change that stigma to what individuals always had on it.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I
speaking
mean?
of
Yeah.
other Compton icons, Joe Cooley is going to be slated to be performing and DJing as well with the street naming that's coming up. So, uh, how when, and why did Joe Cooley get involved in the renaming celebration, which for your father?
That's a good question. So that's a good question. Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one myself. You feel me? Just be honest.
Okay.
Um, all much much respects to it, and yeah, you kind of got me there, brother. I really don't know. Couldn't tell you. Like I say, the street naming, what I mean, was a surprise to a lot of us. You feel what I mean? As far as accepting it, we kind of dwell in and seen individuals that were put into play that can help us out a lot. You know what I mean? But now that's where you go into as far as asking, as far as an area where it was at. Yeah, because we wanted to sit here and just we're supporting everything that was good of our father. You feel what I mean? And we got the information at that day or that time, so therefore we went and supported it. And it's a long time coming. Is what we want to do. Ain't no weird aspects, but a lot of decisions and all of that and the other were kind of put in play before that we were announced of when it was going to be done and how it was going to be done or where it was going to be done. Because again, we would have loved it for it to be Muriel, just our corner quarter block. You know what I mean? Would have loved it to be even maybe the whole aspect running down to Kelly Park. You know what I mean? On a meme. So yeah, right there, I'm kind of not too sure about that, and that's just being honest with you because you're a friend of mine, and I don't keep nothing. I don't keep nothing fake to nobody. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
That's
right.
just the life I live. You feel what I'm saying? I just kept me, well and blessed and okay in life, and my family covered to just sit here, be this way, and walk in the truth that we walk. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just that. I can't. I don't give nothing fake off. I don't care about no Hollywood. You know what I mean? Hollywood and the entertainment did a detrimental to my life. So therefore, what I mean, I'm only gonna give it what I asked for it to give back, and that's real. Nothing else fake. Nothing else illusional to me.
Right. So, as I said before we go, what would you say is the importance for you as a person and for the city of Compton that Eazy-E, your dad, is being recognized with a street being named after him?
Um, and you said, what is the positive that would say?
No, no, you as a person, like what does it mean to you as a person? And then what do you think it means for the city of Compton?
Oh, for the city of Compton, first and foremost, city of Compton. It it means the world. We see a lot of accolades get handed down to individuals, and us and from our city kind of already know who started this all. You know, who made it possible for a lot of these individuals to get stars. You know what I mean? Get streets, get all this recognition. And if it wasn't for my father, which are true individuals from my city, you know what I'm saying? No, you know what I mean? You know, he needs his respect. You know, he should have been had this. So for the city, it's man, you know what I mean? It's a long time coming. They really sit there looking you in the face and be like, man, at least they finally decided to, you know. And that's just being real. For me myself, I'm grateful for it. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't live the life of doing any bickering and screaming and this and that, you know, of what the respect is my father should have. You feel what I mean? And we grew up to understand and knowing that if we got it in here and we know, you feel what I'm saying? It's, you know, that's what matters. You feel what I mean? It continues with what we gonna do. You know, not everybody else's judgment or look upon it, you know what I mean, or what they should or should not do. You know, every man gotta look in the mirror at themselves, you know what I mean, be truthful. And that's what I say, to be real. My pop started this, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be none of this without him. You feel what I'm saying? At all, on any aspect. We could go from outside of rap. You feel what I mean? We could go all the way to movie directors, to any aspects. To let me give you a little something. In 1993, thinking maybe even before then, because I could be wrong. I'm just going off the dome. I could be wrong, but I do know the fact. Um, my father was doing a game where you can hop and you can low ride, and then figuring out. And this is before '93. I'm tripping before '90. To figure out, I'm gonna sum it all up. It was before early '90s, maybe the '90s. Yeah, not '92. I'll say was figuring out how you can go in there and jack a person and take their stuff. I'm gonna ask you, everybody that's watching, what game does that sound like?
Grand
You
Theft
know what I
Auto.
mean?
I remember.
Thank you. Talk to me, bro. And not on Atari, on Atari. And not only that, he was making speakers, headphones, and everything. You ask yourself, where, where do you see that at? You know what I
Right.
mean? And this is stuff that an individual was thinking of back in 1990. You feel what I mean? In the 90s. You know what I mean? We could go back to the Hughes brothers of making monumental movies, as you know, I mean, uh, God rest his soul. You know, make Boys in the Hood.
Don Singleton.
Um, you have Singleton talk to me himself personally and told me that movie was based around your father and a group. I just couldn't get to talk to him because why? I was a young kid and he wasn't trying to hear nothing that didn't involve women or money. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It just to think all the things that he planted a seed and had the vision of doing, you know what I mean, was big to this game. will.i.am, you know what I mean? Always give love and respect. And always keeps it real and you know what I mean, gives a love to Pops. Michel'le, JJ Fad, come on now, you feel what I'm saying? All of this planted a seed, even the mind state and the knowledge for a lot of these entrepreneurs, as the Puff Daddies, the Birdman, the Master P's, you know what I mean? To go in a route that they did was all based off that man showing you how to do it. You know, you take him away from his game, you ask yourself, how would this game be? You know what I mean? Who would kick down that door? Who would have that vision? You know what I mean? And a lot of his ideas just to get utilized as he passed away. So where would he be? A lot of people just ask me, if your pops was alive, what would he be doing? Man, let me go back and I go back to telling this story. So you got to think that if he put that in a play and we had all of the, oh man, he'd be trying to figure out how to, who, man, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Well,
We definitely would have had like a Tyler Perry type of film studio in Compton. We definitely would have had that because he was thinking of buying a whole warehouse and distributing his own music back in the night. Man, was something
yeah.
else. So if you take that away from him, he don't have
Well,
nothing. So to me, this is what I feel. And again, I'm just going, hey, it's God time, and I'm appreciative of the things that does God. Believe me, it's a big feel of the heart. You feel a big stepping stone. But you ask me, being my friend, man, come on, we got to keep going now. This the star, everything else. Because why? This should have been done. This should have been done. But I'm going back to humbilize myself. We're gonna open the door. We're gonna talk to the world, Soren. I'm thankful. I'm, I'm thankful, but I'm talking about dog. It should have been done. This should have been done. My pops
Yeah.
was the
And I
it of
think I
this
think
entertainment business.
too, as I've said in a lot of my interviews over the years and some of my other videos, the crazy thing is if he had only put out himself in NWA, that'd have been great. But then people also forget for whatever reason or don't appreciate or understand Bone because NWA's influence is its own thing. But Bone actually
Yeah,
sold more records than NWA. Bone
come
put out
on.
more projects.
You put out
Bone,
the next greatest rap group ever in
yeah,
WA, Bone Thugs Harmony, and you had to say in the creation of both of them. Come on, man, come on, yeah, Bone, man, people can, yeah, all the influence that they had. So again, it's still that light that fire, and you knock down all of these dominoes. But if you didn't light that fire, we can't even say how many would. They're not to say they never would have been discovered. We don't even know what route they would have been. I don't
right.
even know if that would have been the content of your thought process of music. You know, who knows? It's all kind. It's so much what ifs that you can give. But now let's just keep it real. He did all that. He did all that.
Yeah,
He did all
like
that.
like we say, actual facts. He really did that.
Yeah, very much did that. He did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that.
All
So
right. Well,
that's what it is.
anything else you want to say about the ceremony, the honoring in
Oh
Compton
man, I
for Easy
appreciate it.
Street?
I'm looking forward to everybody coming out, supporting, showing your love. We're gonna have a lot of different things there to show support to the Eric Wright Foundation. You know, to stand in the cause of it. You feel me? And it's only to sit here to more utilize of things that we could do for the best of our city of Compton. You feel what I mean? And not only that, the world. You feel what I'm saying? As long as we can reach, as long as we're gonna touch. You feel what I'm saying? And so I'm looking forward to everybody coming and showing the love and appreciation.
All right. Well, there it is. Well, Lil Eazy-E, man. Thanks so much for coming through the Unique
Oh
Access,
yeah.
man. Appreciate it.
It's all love, Soren. You already know it, brother. Appreciate you.